please rate this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon, and become a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net.
Yep. Conor McGregor coming back to the UFC this summer. We've got a UFC show in Seattle this weekend. Israel Adesanya back in action. It's Ringside Report MMA. We're here. We're doing go. We're going. We're back. We're here. We got no AJ. I don't know where AJ's at. What's up, Fred?
He's celebrating Italy beating Northern Ireland and being one win away from qualifying for the World Cup for the first time in like 12 years.
Wow. That's pretty good. I didn't know that was happening. I don't think that's. I think he's sick. AJ said he's sick.
Too much brio.
Yeah, too much brio. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I don't know if that's it. But I mean, do you like brio? I don't like brio.
Not really.
No, it's like a bitter. Every Italian person I know likes it though. I don't like it. We have news. We have Conor McGregor news, which I know you're excited about, right?
Yeah, immensely.
I wonder where you rank this. Like, where do you see Conor McGregor's return? The news is the report. Ariel Helwani reporting that Conor's going to come back in July 11th for International Fight Week. And Conor McGregor seeming to confirm that news. It looks like Conor is saying he is coming back. And he's coming back soon. He says the rumors are true. Mr. Confidence returns to save fighting again. Call your grandma. Nanny, we did it. Watch and pay me. Fuck you, pay me. You fat Irish prick. You don't have my money. I put your brain to sleep. This is a direct quote from Conor's Instagram. I don't know. Can I show this to you?
Who's the Irish prick?
I don't know.
I was going to say, is that Masvidal? Is that Holloway?
There you go. I can show you. Look at that technology we have. There's Conor. The rumors are true. Mr. Confidence returns to save fighting again. Call your grandma. Nanny, we did it. Watch and pay me. Fuck you, pay me. You fat Irish prick. You don't have my money. I put your brain to sleep. I don't know. What? Whoa. Do you hear that? It's like double me.
What happened?
I don't know. You hear me now?
Yeah. Now you seem normal.
Did I sound weird for a second there?
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. All right. What the hell's Conor saying? Fuck you. Watch and pay me. Fuck you, pay me. You fat Irish prick. You don't have my money? I put your brain to sleep. Is he rapping?
I'm still wondering who's the Irish prick.
I don't know. Dana White, maybe? I don't know. Sia's in the casino after. Whoa. Sia's in the casinos after the Mac.
There's still that bug. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, am I bugging? Can you hear me now?
Sometimes. Yeah, no, it looks normal.
Sia's in the casino after the Mac loves Yazal. I got love for Yazal. It's an honor. It's light work. It's easy. For life and eternity, it's McGregor. Big money,
so
Mac Daddy McGregor. I expect fawning of the highest for life. I do this fight game easy peasy. The sound of my shots off the head go bing in green dot laser form. Go BHB. What's BHB?
No clue.
What is BHB? Watch Divine Magic when I fight. Hey, Paramount Plus. See you guys soon. I'm so excited and born ready, the notorious Conor McGregor. What's this?
So you asked me how anticipating this fight, like how hype I am. Is that what your question was originally?
Yeah, because so July 11th seems to be the date. We don't know, it's not official from the UFC, but the reports are out there. Go. Get out of here. No, you got to go. No, you can't stay. Like the reports are out there. It seems like he is fighting, right? So it makes me wonder, like, if he does headline a UFC pay-per-view, you're kind of down on that MVP and Netflix show, right? This is kind of the same thing.
I'm not down. I just think I'm down on the people that are trying to tell me that this is revolutionizing MMA or something like that. Like, this is the Netflix card is a cool card, man. Props to them to spend a lot of money on old fighters that are probably going to go back to retirement. But it's a decent card. I'll watch it. And the same thing, look, I'll watch Conor McGregor come back. It's not great. You see, when you brought it up earlier, the first thing that came to mind was Floyd Mayweather is coming back against Manny Pacquiao. Mm-hmm. And I would tell you it's a little similar feeling to that. It's like, yeah, I'll watch it, but does it really mean anything? Conor, he hasn't fought in so long. Doesn't mean anything. But I did like the idea of Max Holloway. I think that's probably I don't know. Now that I say it, I think maybe Max is going to kill him. But I think that's a smart matchup for him. Masvidal seems a little big. I would be scared that Masvidal could bully him. But then again, Masvidal has been off for a long time also, so maybe that's a better matchup since Holloway, he's still active. I don't know. I think both are going to be hard matchups for Conor. Look, remember when Masvidal did to Nate Diaz?
Mm-hmm.
So Masvidal, he's a big guy. He's a tough guy. So his size is going to give some problems, I think, to Conor. And Max Holloway, well, Holloway's a legend, and he's still active. He didn't look good in his last fight against Oliveira, but still Max Holloway. He's still a guy that fights every year, multiple times.
Yeah. He'd be taking it on not really short notice either, right? He just fought. I mean, July, that'd be fine. And there's that built-in story where they fought before, right? Conor beat him. It was a tough fight.
Yeah, well, Conor beat Dustin Poirier the first time they fought, and then Conor went on a party, and Dustin Poirier beat him twice.
Yeah. Well, that's it. So I think it'd be kind of a fun redemption story for Holloway if he is able to get the fight with Conor. It's a fun little rematch. I think it's a good stylistic fight. I like it.
Recently, I heard Poirier talk about how fighting McGregor changed his life because those were the biggest paychecks he's ever made. So for a guy like Holloway, I wish him that, man. Holloway's been a veteran in this game for so long, bled, gave us some great fights, some great moments. If this guy could go get a big paycheck before his retirement, I'll be happy for him. And also, I like I said, it's a great matchup for Conor, but the more I think about it, the more I got Holloway winning that. Like, Holloway's going to beat Conor. I would pick Holloway without a doubt.
Yeah. I think of the options that are out there, Masvidal, Holloway, Michael Chandler, maybe, even though he's got to fight at the White House, so it's not happening. I think Holloway's the toughest one.
Tougher opponent than Chandler. Like, if that's the one they put against Conor, that's not an easy fight.
No. I think you're right. I think it's probably going to be Holloway, though. I think Conor's into the matchup. I think Conor's down to just fight anybody at this point. He just wants the UFC to send the contract.
Is he?
Yeah.
And why is he coming back?
He wants to fight.
He wants to fight?
I think so. Everything he's saying, it seems like he wants to fight and he's just waiting for the UFC to give him a fight. I think he wants to fight out his contract and be a free man. He's got 2 left.
Maybe. With the UFC?
Yeah. 2 more.
Well,
Then he
it would
can go
make
do
sense
whatever.
for him to get out of it as early as possible, man. Come on, Conor. Like, how long has it been since his last fight? It's been a couple of years already, so.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like he's going to come back and fight in July. You would expect him to main event a UFC pay-per-view, right? Or whatever they're called now, the numbered events.
Of course.
Can we make it for a BMF title? Strip Oliveira of the BMF title for wrestling too much and give it back to Holloway?
You want to make the BMF title even more irrelevant than it is?
Yeah. I mean, it's
we're
already
taking
not
it away
real.
because you wrestle too much.
Too much wrestling, you can't be the BMF champion. BMF is about Rock'em Sock'em Robot fighting. It's not about wrestling. Oliveira didn't get the memo. BMF is for the Just Bleed guy. The Just Bleed people. Those are the people that BMF is for. Blood and guts. It's the blood and guts belt. You're supposed to go out there and be bleeding and, fall on your sword type of thing. Conor hasn't fought since 2021 when he lost to Dustin Poirier. He hasn't won since 2020 when he beat Donald Cerrone.
5 years since he fought.
Yeah, 5 years.
Time flies.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said 2 or 3, but 5. Wow.
It's crazy.
And like, let's say in the past 10 years, how many fights has he had? Since like 2016, he hasn't been much active.
Since 2016, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in 10 years. Yep. Not much.
Mac's gonna kill him.
Yeah, he should. He should. Conor's been very inactive. Yet, he's kept his name out there. He's still like one of the biggest names in the sport, if not the biggest, despite the fact that he hasn't fought in 5 years. Says a lot about Conor McGregor.
I mean, I mentioned Floyd Mayweather earlier. Look, Floyd Mayweather is 44, and he's probably going to get the biggest paycheck in boxing in recent years for his comeback. So, I don't know. It's weird sometimes. People like they hold on to these old guys and they still want to watch them. And look, I still want to watch Conor, but I'm not going to act as if like he's relevant, or I don't know.
Yeah. It's
people I think like more the trash talk than anything else, because what else is actually Conor bringing to this? Like, yeah, he's an exciting fighter. He comes, he bangs. I'll give him props for that. He's not a boring fighter.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think what really draws people is his trash talk, and people are hungry for that, I guess. There's not another Conor McGregor that knows how to sell fights like he did. That I'll get.
I don't think we really get that, though, if he fights Max Holloway.
He'll figure a way to sell it, man. He'll trash talk. Yeah, come on. It's Conor McGregor.
I think the most fun build to a fight would be Conor versus Masvidal. I think that would be way more fun. That could get fiery.
Yeah, Holloway's more of a polite guy, but...
Yep. Conor's
Holloway
got respect. Conor will show respect.
Yeah, but Holloway won't let nobody step on him, man. Holloway's a man. Like, Holloway's a man's man. He's not going to accept disrespect. Like, he won't start the disrespect.
No, but I don't think Conor's going to disrespect Holloway, though. I think he'll be real respectful of him. Different Conor.
Maybe.
Plus, Conor's got to know
he knows Jorge would bite to the bickering game, to the chipping game, So,
it'd be fun, man.
Yeah.
I'd like that. Give me that. I'd rather Masvidal. I think Masvidal makes more sense because it's like more.
He's been retired, so
it's like a winnable fight.
Yeah, like the guy's not active like Max Holloway, so I'll agree. Like maybe Masvidal makes more sense.
I think I would prefer that than Holloway.
I'm just scared of because I feel Masvidal, his size really gave him an advantage against Nate. But with that said, like Nate is a flawed fighter. You know, he has styles that remember how he did against Rory McDonald and Benson Anderson. Like there's types of fighters that Nate just cannot compete against. And maybe that's the case with Masvidal and him.
Maybe. That was like a right place, right time type of thing too, I think. Just where they were at in their careers. Speaking of Nate, he's going to be on that MVP card. That MVP card got bigger. Did you see? They added like a bunch of fights.
Yeah, I saw some of it, like JDS. Yeah. Look, there's some good names. Mokaev.
Yeah.
He's a very good fighter that the UFC let go. So, yeah, that's cool. It's a good card, man. I won't lie. It's a good card. I'll watch it. I'm not one to say, like, this is a bad card. I'm happy. Good for Netflix. I'm happy Netflix is throwing money at fighters, man. This could only help all the fighters get more money. Hey, there's Jade Masson Wong. Also,
that's right.
From Montreal. I didn't even know. Nice. No, this is a good card. I'll watch it for sure.
I like it. I like the addition of Junior Dos Santos to this card. I like the addition of Muhammad Mokaev to this one. Jade Masson Wong, like you said, from Quebec. There's some good additions. Like they added some decent fights to this one. It's more than just a 3-fight main event. This is a good MMA show. Feels a bit like Strikeforce. Just looking at it, it's like, yeah, if Strikeforce were still around today, this is the type of card they'd put on. I like that. I always like the alternative to the UFC. Like, the UFC is cool. I watch the UFC. But to have an alternative, I think is good for MMA. It's like in wrestling, you know? I like the WWE. I watch the WWE. But I also like AEW, and I like that AEW exists. It gives the people that are doing the sport more options to get paid, more places to go. You know, when you're negotiating a contract and there's nobody that's going to pay you on the other side, well, the UFC is your only option. But if there's somebody else that's willing to give you some money to do a fight, well, all of a sudden the UFC may have to pay you a little bit more. And it's the same in pro wrestling, how it worked out. AEW started, and all of a sudden people in WWE were making more money. So I think it'll be good for the UFC fighters.
I like the landscape of MMA right now in the past like 15, 20 years because I want to see a dominant promotion like the UFC. But yeah, you're right. There's a need for a secondary promotion that's still good, like that still has good matchups, good fighters. But I still want 80% of the top fighters to be under one umbrella, which is the UFC. So, yeah, it's good to have whether it was Strikeforce, Elite XC, Affliction, Bellator at some point was decent, even PFL. So, yeah, look, maybe Netflix can be that place where they drive up a little bit by paying guys, which forces the UFC to either match some offers or let some guys go. Like if you remember in the past, like they let Dan Henderson go to Strikeforce. They let Andrei Arlovsky go to Affliction. You know, those were contracts that the UFC didn't feel made sense to them. And good for those guys. They got paid. If Netflix can to MMA, that's good.
Yeah. I think it's a good option. It's just a good secondary option. All right, we've got what else is happening? We got fights in Seattle this weekend. And it's Israel Adesanya taking on Joe Pyfer. How about it, Fred? You excited?
I mean, Adesanya is always fun to see, and Joe Pyfer's look. This is a good main event, especially for a fight night. Like, I'm not gonna diss it. It's a very good main event.
Mm-hmm.
Adesanya Pyfer makes sense. Like, what is the division right now? Khamzat's the champion. Strickland's getting the next title shot. Who else is in line? Maybe like Dreykus and
Dreykus is out there. Pyfer is in the mix for sure. With a win, he'd really be up there, right?
Yeah, because he's never fought the top guys really. So if he could get his name out there, he'll get a title shot quick enough. But no, it's a great fight. And Adesanya, look, he's been on a bad sequence, but the guy's a legend. And if he beats Pyfer, man, people are gonna sell him as a contender quick enough, man. As Adesanya's never fought Khamzat, so another matchup. Like, let's say Adesanya wins and Khamzat wins. Hey, you could sell that like the legend against the new wolf.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Adesanya with a win here could find himself either a fight away or right there for a title shot. He's ranked 4th in the UFC's rankings right now. They got Pyfer ranked 14th. 4 versus 14. Talk about a jump for Joe Pyfer. That'd be huge for him. Pyfer's looked good lately. He's 29 years old, 15-3 as a pro. He's won 3 in a row, but he's beatable. He lost a fight to Jack Hermanson a couple years ago. I think Adesanya can beat him. It's just, will he? Adesanya, just 36 years old, but he's lost 3 in a row, and you start to wonder. Now he's losing to Sean Strickland, Dreykus, and Nasruddin Imavov, but still, he got finished by Imavov in his last fight back in February of 2025. Yeah.
In recent years, there's a couple of guys that finished him, so it makes you wonder. Once guys start falling, you start doubting them, and it's unfortunate, but it works. Like for a long time, nobody was doubting Adesanya. Everybody was like, "Oh man, this guy's incredible." Like even when he lost to Pereira and then won it back, it's like, "Wow, what a legend!" But at some point, those knockouts they catch up to you.
And Pyfer's got 9 of his 15 wins by knockout. So. What are the odds on this fight here? Adesanya Pyfer is the main event. Co-main event, you got Alexa Grasso, Maycee Barber, Michael Chiesa, Nico Price, Terrence McKinney, Kyle Nelson.
Adesanya's the favorite. Minus 150.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it is Israel Adesanya.
I mean, he's had a break also. When was his last fight? Like, he hasn't
February
fought in a while,
2025.
All right, so over a year, man. If Adesanya is going to come back at a high level, it would be now, man. A year off. Like, how much more does he need?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the way Adesanya's been talking. I saw him talking recently. He was like, when I was doing this, when I was champion, he's kind of talking about his career like it was in the past, but he's still, like, doing it. He's been talking about retirement a lot and the end and this and that a lot. So it just makes you wonder where he's at. I would lean towards Pyfer. I feel like Pyfer's gonna get a big win for himself. 29 years old, hungry. I think Pyfer comes out real aggressive. Interesting fight, though. I'll watch that fight.
Yeah.
I'll watch that fight for sure. I watched the fights last weekend.
If it was Adesanya best, I would pick up Adesanya without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
This one makes me a little more nervous, but I'm gonna go with Israel, man. I'm gonna pick him to win, man. He's gonna shock it and get a second win to his career.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go with Joe Pyfer. I think Pyfer pulls off the upset. Maycee Barber, Alexa Grasso in the co-main event. Grasso, the former champion. Barber is the favorite, though, minus 200. Maycee Barber, 15-2 as a pro. She has now won 7 in a row in the UFC. Alexa Grasso out of Mexico has lost 2 straight. Lost to Valentina Shevchenko, losing the belt, and then lost to Natalia Silva in her last fight. Interesting. Big fight here for Maycee Barber. A win for her. Could find herself in title contention. Beat a former champion. Grasso needs this win to just kind of stay relevant. She loses. That's 3 straight in the UFC. It's not good. From former champion to losing 3 in a row. Ask Israel Adesanya about that. That's where he's at right now. Grasso, underdog, plus 150. Yeah, I'm going to go with Barber in that one. I think Barber pulls it off. Maycee Barber's been on a tear. She looks better and better every time. She's figured it out. I like Maycee Barber.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with Barber also. And Grasso, she fought a little bit less than a year ago, but that was her only fight in 2025. And she hasn't been that active in recent years. And she's had those fights with Valentina that were tough fights. So I don't know. I just don't like where she is right now in her career. So Maycee Barber is probably the smart pick. She's the favorite, and I think she's going to pull it off.
Michael Chiesa is a massive favorite in his fight. What is the deal?
Yeah, that seems a little too much. But I look, Chiesa should win because I'm not high on Nico Price. I don't think Nico Price is very good.
No.
But man, that seems like a very big odd to give Chiesa.
Yeah.
Like I would understand if Chiesa was fighting me, but he's not fighting me still. He's fighting a real fighter.
That's right. He's not fighting one of us, friend. This guy Nico Price actually fights in the UFC. You know? Chiesa minus 850 to win. I don't know. I'll give you a quick parlay. It's gonna be just the main fights here. Pyfer, Barber. 20 gets you 60.
It's when you go to this third screen that it messes up the audio. I'm not
yes,
sure.
I know. It's a new technology that we're working on, and it seems to catch a different microphone, and things get weird.
So what was your parlay?
It was Barber Pyfer. 20 gets you 66. It's a plus 230 parlay. Barber is a favorite minus 200. Pyfer is the underdog plus 120. I'll show it again, but I won't talk. Huh? How about it? There you go. You got one?
Well, I mean, I had Barber and Adesanya.
Yeah. Sure.
I go
that's
with
fine.
Barber, Adesanya. Yeah, that's it.
That's
I see
good.
Chase Hooper's on the card, but he's too big of a favorite. Not worth it.
I mean, Barber Adesanya is not a bad parlay. 20 gets you 50. It's a plus 150 parlay. It's not bad. The 2 favorites in the main event.
Great cash.
Pretty good. Team Fred. How about it? So that's UFC Seattle coming up this weekend. UFC 327 in Miami is going to be next weekend. The 11th of... No, sorry. It's not next weekend. It's the weekend after. What is that? What's UFC 327? Light Heavyweight Championship. Huh. How about that? Yuri Prohaska and Carlos Ulberg. Did you know they were fighting for the light heavyweight title?
Yeah. Yeah, because Pereira vacated.
Right. And those guys are going to be... One of those guys is going to be champion, eh? Well, Prohaska's been champion before. Light heavyweight division's kind of thin.
What's happening with Magomed? What's his name there?
Ankalaev. Yeah, I don't know. How come he's not getting a title shot? What's the deal? I mean, he got knocked out by Pereira. Maybe he's taking time off. You know?
It's been a while.
Yeah, when did he get knocked out?
I mean, we've been complaining the last couple of months that these cards aren't great at the main event. That's because all these guys have been inactive, man.
I don't know. Alberg versus Prohaska for the light heavyweight title at the next pay-per-view is kind of like, meh. October 2025. I mean, sometimes guys take a year off after getting knocked out like that. I could see him coming back in like October, November, you know? Maybe Magomed just wasn't ready. I could see that. Got to give your brain a rest after getting knocked unconscious. Pereira smoked him.
You saw the clips this week of Pereira training with Strickland?
Yeah.
Pereira's looking huge.
Yeah.
Strickland went, like, at some point, Strickland said, okay, that's enough.
Who you have in that one? Pereira and Cyril.
I think I'm going to go with Pereira because Cyril's not going to wrestle him. Cyril's not going to. And I think Pereira's the better striker of the two. More technical. Cyril's powerful, but I think Pereira's more technical. Those leg kicks are going to hurt Cyril. Yeah, I got Pereira.
I'm leaning towards Cyril.
Well, he'll be the first 3-time division champ, eh? If he does that, nobody's ever done that.
Nobody's done 3 divisions, no.
Legend.
Yeah.
Chama.
End on Chama. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with Johnny North. We'll talk some pro wrestling. Johnny North is the new Project X champion. He'll talk about that. New champion. Won a belt last weekend. We'll talk about all the wrestling tomorrow night. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Everybody supporting over at join.ringsidereport.net, membership.ringsidereport.net. And we'll be back with more MMA next week here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.